Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. See, everybody expecting all of the Dallas Cowboys fans to be up in arms today, down on our luck, having a pity party. Ain't happening. It don't work like that. If you're a real Dallas Cowboy fan, you know what time it is. You know what you signed up for. You know what you got involved with. We've been getting the short end of the stick for how many years now? How many years? The rule, the golden rule of being a Dallas Cowboys fan is expect the unexpected. You never know what you're going to get. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. It ain't a done deal until it's a done deal. But I can tell y'all right now, boy. Hey, I'm a Cowboy fan. You know, I had a million haters. Probably hit me up today. I don't know who they more mad at. Me, the Cowboys lost, their team sucks. I'm not sure what's going on. But all I want them to do is keep watching. Keep tuning in. Remember, you watching me. I don't watch you. I don't tag you. I don't do none of that stuff. You watch me. Remember that. You a fan. And I take pleasure. Yes, pleasure. Plea. Y'all know how to spell it. I take pleasure in you watching me. I don't watch you. I don't tag you. I don't do none of that stuff. That's Mitch stuff. Mitch. That's what that is. You worry about what CJ Richardson doing. Look at him. Funky fresh in the flesh. Back. Cowboys lost. Eliminated from the playoff. Gone fishing. Still the same old CJ. Because that's how I carry it, you know. Cowboys is my sports team. Lakers also my sports team, 21 and 22. Guess y'all don't get mad about that too. I guess. I'm not sure. Never let them see you fold. Am I upset? Of course I'm upset that my Cowboys lost. But guess what? I'm a Cowboy fan. And that's all that America talks about, the Dallas Cowboys. I have never seen a team lose and still take over every sports airway like we did today. I know it was Martin Luther King Day, but I could have sworn it was Dallas Cowboys Day. See, the deal is win, lose, or draw. Y'all got that D somewhere around your mouth. You got it somewhere around your mouth. You're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And here's something I gotta send out to the Cowboy fans too. I know some of y'all hurting. I know some of y'all hurting real bad. But don't. You know, there's always next year. And I know we say that. But if you a Cowboy fan, it's what you signed up for. It's what you signed up for. You signed up to be a part of something special, whether you like it or not. Wherever you go, you wear that star, they gonna talk about you. You win a game, they gonna talk about you. You didn't beat anybody. You lose a game, they gonna talk about you. You're part of something special. What other team in the NFL, NBA, soccer, or whatever you want to talk about took over the airways like we did today? Every show, the whole 2 hours, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys. Some good, some bad, some ugly, some reality. But we took over the airways like we always do. It's part of what you signed up for. And I love being a spokesman, a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, man. I signed up for this. I did. I got to bring my panelists on, man, real quick, man. They in the back. I know they got some good stuff they want to talk about too, man. But we ain't having no pity party. I'm going to tell you that right now before they come on. I got to bring my boys out here, man. Let me bring my man James out, man. What up, Jay?
What's up, CJ?
Hey man, you know it. You know what time it is. You know what you signed up for, man. I ain't even trying to hear it. I know what's up, man. How long you been a Dallas Cowboy fan, bro?
Man, since for forever, man.
So
There's
you
no,
already know what time it
there's
is.
never been another team.
Never been another team. There's probably never been a dull moment. It's probably you can't go nowhere. It's just like ever since you've been a fan, you know what time it was, right?
Yeah, look, we the most loved and the most hated team in the world.
Bruh, tell me about it, man.
That tells you everything right there.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know what was going on today. I was like, I thought it was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, not Dallas Cowboy Day. But it is what it is, man. Let me bring my other partner in crime out here, man.
What's going
What
on,
up, Rodney?
fellas?
What's up, Big Jones?
What up, man?
I'm chilling, feeling
Hey,
good. Slept like a baby last night.
hey, man. Hey, that's just the way it is, man. Hey, look, before we get this thing started, man, I know all of us are reacting different to the loss yesterday, man. You know, you got Cowboy fans, some are in mourning. God bless you. God bless you. Some are in mourning, you know. Some can't take it, you know.
Condolences.
We offer our condolences, you know. Yeah, some can't take it, man. Some taking it hard, you know. Some know it's part of what we signed up for. And I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real, man. And I'm a lifelong Cowboy fan, as well, man. And man, it's like everything that can go wrong, it does go wrong for us. But I keep striving every goddamn year, man. You know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, the ugly, the hate, you know what I'm saying? The infighting, the whole 9 yards. And I'm still, man, I get on the internet every year and represent to the fullest. I try not to get caught up in the infighting too much because I don't really deal with that, man. You know, everybody as a fan gets to react to what happens with the Dallas Cowboys their own personal way, and I respect it. You know, I just simply have one thing. If you're having a pity party, I said don't include me. You know, that doesn't mean I don't respect your opinion. It just means I ain't in it for the pity party. I've been waiting on a Super Bowl a long playoff run since '95. So I'm kind of like I'm in a rut right now. So it's like to me, ain't nothing bad that can happen that I ain't even ready for. You know what I'm saying? The loss yesterday, I didn't want it, but I was ready for it. Whatever, because I know the Cowboys just can't go out and just win a game. We got to play the referees. We got to play to get there and the so-called fake fans. We got to play the other team. It's like you got to expect the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? So I want a first reaction from you guys of how did you feel about the end results of the game yesterday? I'm gonna start with you, James.
You talking about like the end of the game or like just the whole game in general?
Well, that's the end result. You know, just to I just want to
It's
know how do you feel about it?
it was disappointing, man. It's like I know we all talked earlier in the week, me and
Right.
you and Rodney, that our biggest thing was we could not afford to get off to a slow start.
Bingo.
Because if you look at the entire season in the totality,
Right.
whenever we didn't play well, we got the slow starts.
Right.
And I knew that was going to be a problem, especially with their run game.
Mm-hmm.
We just couldn't afford to have that happen, and it did, and it bit us.
Right.
So
It
it's
did.
disappointing, but I know at some point, like we're going to have to get over that hump
Right.
to get past like that divisional round. And I think after that, I think everybody's confidence will soar because right now we're at a roadblock,
Mm-hmm.
and we just got to get past that point eventually to push us forward.
Right.
I mean, it's disappointing, yes, absolutely, but every year is different.
Exactly. What do you think, Rodney? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling disappointed. I'm not mad. Like James stated, we talked about we needed a touchdown on our first possession. We needed to start fast. We played out of sync. We didn't seem like we were there. It seems like year in and year out, we start slow. We try to play hero ball. We come up short.
Right. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and start this off now, man, because Dak is the $140 million man, and likely so he's gonna get the good when the good comes, he's gonna get the bad when the bad comes, But I think sometimes every game ain't Dak Prescott's game. It's not gonna be his game, that he's to blame for everything, And every game we lost this year, it was clear where you could pick something that distinctively lost the game, And yesterday, the penalties, you could pick that. It wasn't the kicker yesterday. Penalties lost the game. Point blank, period. So we get off to those slow starts. And then all of a sudden, the dramatic comeback with the crazy finish. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that doesn't work.
In our favor.
And it won't work in the playoffs because you're playing a team just as good as you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing I want to say before I turn it over to you guys is I see a lot of people write same old Cowboys, different year. But what they forget is every team every year is different. We got about 14 rentals, 1-year deals on this team that may not even be there next year. So this team this year, that 12-5 team, was not the team the year before that didn't make the playoffs or the year before. See, what we've done is we've lumped 26 years of failure and we lump it on the next team. Like next year, it'll be 27 years that the Dallas Cowboys haven't gone to the playoff, and we'll blame next year's team for 27 years of failure. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we can't. You know, we just got Parsons. Dak hasn't been there 26 years. Nobody on the team has been there 26 years. But it's like the pressure just keeps building every year after every year. And we keep on saying, the Cowboys suck. We 12-5. We didn't suck. We were inconsistent. You know, when the 12-win team came out, we meant business. But when the 5-loss team came out, oh, we didn't do smack. So how you guys feel about the inconsistency that we showed all year, Rodney?
That inconsistency, what I want to say about that, it's been going on all year, and the coaching, they never addressed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can definitely point out with those penalties, Neville Gallimore had a hands to the face, which extended the drive, and he had a holding penalty. You're a second-year player. Why are you holding it off the line? I think Randy Gregory had two, what is it called? Neutral zone infractions, and he had a holding penalty. Why are you tackling the offensive lineman? It's not even, that has nothing to do with the play. You're a veteran, you know. Right. You've been in the league 6 years. Two false starts back to back on veteran offensive linemen at home. Right. Do you not know the snap count? And then and then it's like when we had good drives going, back it up. It was just, we never got in rhythm. You know, it's right. It's the and that's been, you know, all year, the sloppy play, the penalties. So, you know, I can't really blame this one, you know, on the refs. But the penalties is definitely what, you know, hurt us, and we couldn't be consistent this game.
Right. What we got, James?
You on mute, James?
Yeah, that's right. Because, you know, we talk all season long about how inconsistent we were. Like, we were on this roller coaster all year. And those little things that we said in week 1, we got to get better on that. Week 2, we got to fix this. Week 3, and so on. We got to fix these things. They showed up because we never fixed them. Right? All season long, all these little small things that didn't get fixed busted us up in the playoffs.
Right.
Now, a lot of that is how the guys are getting coached during the week. You know, there's somebody getting in them for these little penalties that they're creating in games or in practices. Like, that's what I don't know, but I know, like, that's where discipline comes in, right? But those little things add up all year, and we camouflaged them very well with our record. We had a good record. I'm not complaining about 12-5. But however, I was listening to a blogger out of Houston, and he was saying that every team has ups and downs. They had this roller coaster during the year, right?
Right.
He said, but the thing about the Cowboys is we get to the top, and the top of roller coaster is always the funnest part, right? Right? Okay. So every time you come down, you're like, oh, okay, this is nothing. You get back to the top, everyone gets excited, right? So he essentially said Dallas does not enjoy the roller coaster ride. We don't stay at the high point, okay? We experience the high, but we don't like it enough to stay up there, which made perfectly good sense to me.
Actually, I see it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is everybody keeps talking about how much talent the Dallas Cowboys have on the roster. But like you were saying, talent versus good teams versus lack of discipline equals mediocrity.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is we can beat up the Eagles, we can beat up the Washington football team, and we can beat up the Giants, you know, and we don't really have to be all that technically savvy and disciplined, you know, but
Right.
When we're playing better teams, that match us, that's when we have to be at a whole different level. Even though we swept the NFC East, it really meant nothing, because what it meant is like you're going to have to go outside of the NFC East, and we're going to have to play some better teams. And when we play those better teams, we're going to have to start fast, stay focused, be disciplined, So those were things that, like, as you guys are saying, that we dealt with all year, and we kind of camouflaged them
with the winning.
With winning, So what happened is, what they say, that like winning kind of cures everything, but it really doesn't. It just masks
cover it up.
Right. But see, the thing is, okay, with this team, so I don't want to put a lot of blame on this year's team, because what happens is people keep saying that this year's team, like everybody want to talk bad about the team. It's 12-5, with a mixture of young guys in there, So it wasn't as bad as people think, but it still wasn't good enough to get the job done. Now, if you look at this year's team and you look at last year's team, miraculous turnaround, you know what I'm saying? I feel pretty good about that, but we still have a long way to go to get to where we're going. But I do think we're headed in the right direction. All right, let's move on real quick, because I do want to get to the game. I do want to lay back and watch that. But how do you guys see a hidden factor in the demise of the Dallas Cowboys has been the offensive line? The line has played like crap for most of the year.
Yeah.
For most of the year. And somehow we've given them a pass. A lot of people have given them a pass. They want to blame Dak. They want to blame Zeke. They point out what they want to point out. But our offensive line has played horrible all year. And if you look at some of the post-game quotes, postseason quotes that they put out, they acknowledged it. You know what I'm saying? They acknowledged them playing bad. And I'm telling you guys right now, nothing happens without your offensive line being productive. You can have all the talent on the team. Dak got sacked what, 5 times yesterday?
Yep, 5 times.
And he was running for his life. So until we fix that offensive line, we're gonna get more. We're gonna get more of the same. So how do you guys feel about the offensive line?
Everything is won and lost in the trenches. Everything starts and ends with them. Right. Every time we had a drive going, there you go, Connor Williams holding. You know what I'm saying? The defensive tackle, I think we was at 3rd or 2nd and like 15. Defensive tackle, I think it was 98, killed Connor off the ball, sacked that. You know what I'm saying? And then Lael Collins, false starts. And you know what I'm saying? He was struggling against Bosa before he got injured, unfortunately. These guys, they're getting paid the big bucks just like everybody else, but they don't take any of the blame. You know what I'm saying? They did after this game, but you know what I'm saying? But it still goes back to coaching. They see them struggling. They see Connor Williams not performing, but yet they want to stick him out there to pretty much dry.
What you got, Jay?
Yeah, I think the offensive line, like, one, it's going to be an issue. We got to start rebuilding the offensive line.
Right.
All these penalties that we see, it's a lack of confidence that comes from a lack of talent in some of those spots, because you guys know, like I know, when you look across the line at somebody who is intimidating to you, you get nervous.
That's right.
You get nervous. And that's when you start jumping.
I know that's right.
So I think it's definitely a rebuilding all season for the O-line. Like, I love Tyron Smith to death, and we talked about this, but it's time to sit down, because he's no good to us if he's off the field for 8 games.
Right.
All
right. Look, I'm gonna set up a scenario for you in the game, because I'm still puzzled, and it's not the end of the game. We'll get to that later. But so we faked the punt. Anybody remember the fake punt?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm setting up this scenario. So we faked the punt, and we get the first down. What happened next? I was confused. What the heck was going on then? Why did the punt team line up again. I'm confused now.
Well, they were saying they were trying to get Kyle Shanahan to call a timeout.
No, man, you get your off the field.
Right.
That's what you do. You fake the punt, you get the first down, and you get yourself the field. I'm like, we got to delay a game.
And then that caused a delay.
We got to delay a game. What the? Come on, man. We got to delay a game. Come on, man. So how do you guys feel about that? Come on, man.
That was
I didn't understand that at all.
The head coach and the special teams coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
Bruce said they tried to. We already mentioned that, Bruce. They tried to get the 49ers to use a timeout. Give me one competitive advantage that it would have given us had the 49ers used the timeout, because they clearly didn't, and we got to delay a game. So how did that work out? Come on, man.
I guess he was thinking back to that Arizona game when
they did it to us.
Yeah, when they did that to us. And they made us call a timeout with that quick substitution.
Right.
Hey, man, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, man. We were not ready. We were not ready. And I'm not sure if you fake a punt and you get a first down, why you don't get yourself the field? I'm confused.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, man. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's go back a little bit. What about the slow start?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was thinking about that, CJ, right?
What's up with the slow start?
You remember, I'm gonna take you back a little bit. You remember back when Jason Garrett was calling offensive plays for us with Romo?
Mm-hmm.
And we had that good year, 13-3 one year.
Right.
Jason Garrett, they would have the first 15 plays scripted.
Yes.
Right? No matter what the defense gives you, you're going to get these first 15 plays.
Right.
Right? I think we need to go back to some version of that, because Kellen Moore does not adjust to defenses series by series. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. We don't come out with a game plan and stick with it. Anytime something goes wrong, he changes up the whole game plan. Like, he'll stop running the ball. For what? We're only down by 7. You stop running the ball. I think he has a problem with sticking with the game plan when things don't go his way.
I think see, sometimes when we're talking sports, we're only giving our opinion. So, and this is my opinion because I don't know, but Mike McCarthy has a headset on every game.
He hears it.
Right. So he can approve, deny, override, or whatever the case may be. Whatever his coordinators are doing. So just because you don't say anything, you don't get a free pass. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So my point is like we try to slide blame from where it really goes. You know, it's like if you the head coach of the team, you get the same blame as the offensive coordinator. So we can't keep on trying to take all the blame off of Kellen Moore. He has a boss he has to answer to. You know, we don't know if Mike McCarthy is telling him, I want to pass the ball more, speed the game up, change the rhythm up. We don't know any of this. You know what I'm saying? So what we do is we're going to give all the credit to the offensive coordinator, or we're going to give all the credit to or all the blame to the coordinator. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know what's going on. And you got to – I fail to – I can't just say that Mike McCarthy is not putting some type of input into the game. I can't believe that he's not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to give Kellen Moore all of the blame when I know your head coach is standing right down there with a fully working headset with a two-way radio button on it. I can't do that. You know, now Kellen Moore deserves some of the blame, of course, because he's the offensive coordinator. But if I'm your boss and I'm standing there and I'm allowing everything with no input, then we don't need the boss. I just feel that way. How do you feel, Rodney?
I feel the same way. Especially with, like the scripted plays, when we go away from the running game, it's because we can't run the ball. Right. Like we legit can't run the ball. So I understand why he goes away from it at times, Zeke with that torn PCL, and then the offensive line is just beat up. They can't run block anymore.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mike McCarthy and them, they just didn't, against the 49ers, they didn't have a game plan.
We got to talk about this real quick too, because people keep on talking about execution. When you spend $100 million in an offensive line that you built to run the ball, but you don't run the ball anymore, don't keep telling me about execution. You ain't executing. You ain't running the ball. Those guys were built to be a powerful running offensive line. You know, they can't protect anymore, and they can't push the line of scrimmage to the other side anymore. It just
and defenses know that
it doesn't work anymore. We're getting overpowered every game,
every play.
You know, so it's just like, and Zeke can't run behind this line because they're not getting any push. Pollard can't do much either. As the season wore on, the line got worse. Point blank, period. All right, we're gonna move on because we gotta I gotta catch some of this game. And I got a couple more things for you guys. We're gonna be talking about Dallas Cowboys football forever. Don't even worry about it. You know, season over or not, we talk Dallas Cowboys football. That's what we do. We rep our Cowboys. That's what we do. All right. So even though it's painful for me, we got to go back to the last play of the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say a word. I just 30 seconds, James. Just you sitting at home, okay? It's 14 seconds on the clock. You take it from there, and I'm just listening right now because I want it raw. I want like what you was thinking. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
What's going on? We got 14 seconds on the clock, Jay. What you got?
Dak took the ball. When Dak took off running, I was like, Dak, get down. Right. He finally got down. As soon as I said out of my mouth, give the ball to the ref, Tony Romo said the same thing.
Right.
Because I saw him hand the ball to the center. I'm like, give the ball to the ref. Give the ball to the ref. And man, once he got down there and time ran out, I was like, Dak, come on, man. I'm like,
right.
I'm not the quarterback of the Cowboys. I'm not a professional quarterback. But I was like, you got to run and give the ball to the ref.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he got clouded or what happened, but it happened. So,
what you got, Rodney?
I was like, man, WTF. I was like, man, spike it. Because we were like, right, all we needed was 1 second, and we could have come up with a great game plan.
At the 25.
Man, let me tell y'all what
I can't say it wasn't bad, and I can't say it wasn't smart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I like the play call.
But it was a good play in my eyes. It was a good play, but we ran out of time.
I'm going to tell you what I was thinking. This ninja better score.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. Ain't hell to get down. Nigga, keep running. Run, boy. Run. Come on. This
CJ. Hey, look. Mike Vick would have got 7.
Hey, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's bruh. I was thinking, Lord, can he get a couple blockers in front of him?
Right. The receivers didn't block either. Nobody blocked.
Oh, my God.
Nobody blocked.
That's what I was thinking. If he can get one lineman, one receiver to catch a block in the middle of the field, he gonna take this joke to the house. And then he slid.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
And then time ran out, man. And that's just the way it is. All right, look, we finished talking about Cowboys football right now. We got a game going on right now. 0-0, 4:30 left in the in this game. I do have a question for football fans. This is just a football question, and some people have answered it. You're probably not gonna like my opinion on it, but we're gonna talk about it because the guy is playing right now. Now, I think Cooper Kupp is a good receiver. I really do. You know, and here's why I'm about to piss somebody off. I don't think he's the best in the league. My opinion. You know, when you get 174 targets, you're supposed to put big numbers up. You know, when you're in a passing scheme, you the main threat. Your team spreads the field, and you're supposed to put up big numbers. Now he's a good receiver. CJ Richardson just don't think he's the best in the league, and that's my personal opinion. So don't shoot the messenger. You know, so I want to ask each of you, How do you feel about saying Cooper Kupp is the best receiver in the league? Now, you guys got your own opinion. I simply gave mine. And see, that's another thing when we talk in sports, man. Don't disrespect people for having different opinions. I say he's not. What do you say, James?
I mean, it depends on what lens you're looking at. If you want to look at stats, like you were talking about, if you want to look at stats, you can say, okay, he's probably had the best wide receiver season in the league.
That's not what I said. I had a simple question. I said he's not the best wide receiver. I ain't break it down into nothing. Plain and simple. Is he or is he not? Don't change the question. The question is a yes or no. It ain't
I don't think he's the best receiver in the league.
Okay.
No.
All right. What do you think, Rodney?
I never actually thought about this. I don't think he's the best receiver in the league simply because he's a system guy. If you put him in a different system, I don't think he has the same numbers. Now, a guy like a Devontae Adams or Amari Cooper, you can put them in any system and they'll be the best. It doesn't matter where they go. I think.
Hey, hold on, let me address something real quick. Let me address something real quick. So we got this guy Flores Mark. He said, "Don't want to hear about no other damn team." hey, look, let me tell you something, bro. You ain't got to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's at that point in time, man, where the show is called We Talk Sports. It's not a Dallas Cowboys show. I'm a Cowboy fan, so I talk about the Dallas Cowboys. So all we ask you to do is come with an open mind and some respect, and then you can continue watching the show. But the show ain't for everybody. So anytime you choose not to tune in, God bless you. So it's not that hard, bro. We don't do drama over here. So let's not do that. All right. So now I got that out the way. What were you saying, Rodney?
Oh, I said I think this is just my opinion. I think Cooper Kupp's a great receiver simply because of the offense that they run with the Rams. So he would fit in an offense, in the Rams offense or the 49ers offense.
Right.
I don't think you can place him in an offense like Tennessee. If he went to Tennessee, he wouldn't be the same player.
Yeah, you're right. It's a system thing. He's just in the perfect system for his skill set.
Because there's a lot of system guys that are in the Hall of Fame.
But don't get me wrong. Now he had
numbers.
He had a great season.
If he continues this like 4 or 5 years down the road, still putting up these monster numbers, then
we'll reevaluate it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I think if you put these kind of numbers up next year, you can reevaluate it.
But
you got to realize this. This is my thing. If you don't win tonight, nothing else to evaluate.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We keep on talking about players, great players, putting teams on their shoulders, because that's all they talk about in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Oh, can he lift his team up or whatever the case may be? You're getting 174 targets. Win the game tonight. Be a factor. You know what I'm saying? So, and he will have the ability to be a factor tonight.
And great receivers, they shine in the brightest of moments, like in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's if Matt Stafford can get him the ball. I'm not a believer in Matt Stafford.
Me either.
I know that's right. Hey, look, right. I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight, man. We just here talking sports, man. And I appreciate all the people that we can actually talk sports with and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Because like some of you guys, man, I'm not sure what you're used to doing on the internet other than I'm gonna just say it, wearing the shit out of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Because like everybody that comes on and talks sports, I can talk sports with fans of any team. Just come with some respect. Some of y'all act like you're running the team, you're managing the team, and you just don't have no home training or something, man. So if you come on a CJ Richardson show, man, it's a zero tolerance, man. I don't have time for a whole lot of BS. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like some days I'm in better moods than not, because I live life every day just like you guys. So sometimes when my tolerance is on zero, man, I just like, fuck it, I'm just blocking this one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have time for it. I blocked some people today. I don't even know who they are. They just wrong place, wrong time. So it ain't about that, man. We came up with this program to add people to have fun, from all genres and all sports, we talk about everything, man. We talk about life in the mornings. We talk about sports in the evenings. We talk about bringing people together. You know, this is an outlet for some people. So don't trash it. You know what I'm saying? You know, just respect it. You know, like we respect you. Everybody's welcome too. The only internet sports show that says, hey, if you want to be on the show, just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? No, nobody else do that. Everybody else wants to be the king of their own show. Don't invite nobody on, do all the talking, and have one point of view. I'm the only one that's anybody. CJ, I want to be on the show. Next week, guess what you got? You own the freaking show.
So we ain't got no hotline or nothing like that. You got
none of that, man. Just have fun, man. Hey, look, I want to thank James and Rodney for being on tonight. And like as I said, if any of you guys want to be in any future shows, man, bring your team, bring your smack talk, but bring your fun. You feel what I'm saying? That's all we want, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna go ahead and watch this game, man, because I'm in payback mode right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in payback mode, you know. Somebody's gonna get it, but CJ Richardson always gets the last. And you can bet your sweet ass on that. Hey, I gotta go to the next time. This your boy CJ Richardson, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.